Are you so excited? I think we're on.
Yeah.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
So I don't often do this. I've done a couple of these, but I'm going to introduce myself first, if that's okay. I'm Liz Kahn. I am the president of the local Holistic Chamber of Commerce and the owner of Emotional Tools for Life. As you can see from my beautifully branded paperwork. I know, smart, right? I'm here today with Ludy Menten. You are so much more than just Ludy Menten, though. Yeah. You've got like a doctor in front of your name and a PhD after, and you're kind of impressive. A little scary sometimes, I'm not going to lie. Actually, not even remotely scary. Here's the fun thing about Ludy. She helps people not die. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Do you want to tell a little bit more about how you help people to not die? To not die. A little bit louder, though, because as you can see, it's really far away from us today.
The way I'm doing, I support them to understand how to nourish their body.
Nourish their body.
Yeah,
You're not talking about like with drugs, though.
No, to nourish their body with food, with the good lifestyle, and the good way to. It's really nourishing your cells, your genes, your mind, and your life.
Your life. So nourishment. I mentioned at first that you help save people's lives because I was in a place where I was told by doctors I was going to die. And in the next sentence, they said, food has nothing to do with intestinal health.
Yeah, they're wrong.
They're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I had met you 20 years ago, my whole life might be completely different.
Yeah, maybe if I met me 20 years ago, that would be better too.
Because you've had an experience like this too. Do you want to share a little bit about that? Because that is actually one of my questions. What is the driving force that made you
what I am today?
What you are today, yeah.
Yeah, I had like health issues since I'm born.
Oh.
Yeah, because I had congenital malformation, then I was kind of sick for 6 years. The doctor could not figure out what I had.
Right.
And then they even blamed my parents to give me drugs, like, yeah, you get your kid sick, and then you send it to school. And finally at 6, they discovered that I had one piece of organ was not complete, and then it's why I was falling in coma, and I was sick.
I'm sorry, did you say you fell into a coma?
Yeah.
Before you were 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Several times.
So wow. So a piece of an organ had not fully formed.
Yeah.
And somehow you're here with us today and teaching people how to nourish their bodies. Did that piece of organ ever fully form? Like, what happened with it?
They just attach it to another place where it could work correctly, but just smaller.
Because bodies are really cool like that, I guess.
Yeah, they are really resilient.
Well,
the body is really resilient.
The body is really resilient, especially when you start it on the right path.
Yeah.
Right?
But yeah, that was kind of the start of it. And then I started to have migraine at 12. And then I had my first vitiligo patches.
Vitiligo?
Vitiligo,
okay.
It's the white spots you have on the skin. And it's an autoimmune disease that is attacking the cells that are generating the color of your skin. And then
I have so many friends whose children have this. It's curable?
It's an autoimmune disease, and it's not totally curable, but you can reverse the inflammation.
Yeah, I mean,
in your body.
I don't see it on you, but I know that sometimes it's patches where we wouldn't see it on people. But
and thankfully, I'm almost as wide as my patch.
Well, that helps, I guess.
That helps.
That's so interesting. Wow, honestly, I've known Ludy for a long time, as long as I guess it could be. And I never knew any of that. That's really so interesting.
Everyone,
I know.
It's 6 months. Come on, I know how to you.
That's amazing. But so ever since you were young, have you been interested in how bodies work that long? Or
Not necessarily at that age.
did you want to be a ballerina?
No.
No. Okay.
I wanted to be a veterinarian first because I loved animals.
Sure, that makes sense.
And then I chose biology because I loved animals.
Sure, animals have biology. Sure.
But I didn't want to cut them out. Then it's why I went to biology and then veterinarian.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why I studied biology at the end.
So biology, you went in thinking animals, but you realized that biology involves, or people are involved with biology too.
Yeah, that was more into, then I did my biology and then I did a PhD as well in behavioral ecology.
Okay, you're going to say that more slowly.
Behavioral
ecology.
Then is the behavior of social animals.
The behavior of social animals.
And it's true that that's really fun when I realized that now that my thesis was on the effect of food quality and quantity on the sex ratio of ants.
Of ants?
Ants.
Okay.
It's mean if you have an ant colony, you have the queen and then the workers.
Right.
We already discovered that at the end, a colony that is on a rich soil will produce more females, and a colony that is on a poor soil, so environment, will produce more males.
So poor environments create more male ants.
Yeah, because the males can fly far away and can find another colony to...
It's a biological imperative.
And on the contrary, females, they are heavier, they will fly more on the close by.
So they need the nutrient-rich soil so that they can survive.
To start a new colony, they need a rich soil and a lot of food.
And so we're talking about ants.
Then at the end, we realize that the queen is really deciding with the eggs she's laying, if she's laying a female egg or a male egg.
So she would lay male eggs so that they could go off and fly someplace to start a new colony.
To help every other females start another colony.
How do you connect what you know about ant colonies and males and females and nutrient-rich soil with like what you're doing today? Because she's not working with ants today, I promise. That's why we're here. Okay.
Now, supporting people to nourish their body, as I said.
So they don't have to fly away.
So you don't have to fly away.
Sorry.
It's more like when you realize that how your body is working, what your genes are doing, your body needs nutrients to survive and to function optimally. And those nutrients, you will find them in food, but not necessarily any food. In really specific food that are nutrient dense, and that will provide all the small vitamins, minerals, micronutrients that your body needs to create everything, to repair your DNA, to create proteins, to get rid of your toxins, to help you detoxify your body, and all of those reactions that are occurring all the time, to digest, to everything that makes you human, we need nutrients.
So you talk about these reactions. Sounds more like chemistry than biology, right?
Yeah,
there are these
biochemistry.
That's where that comes in, right? This notion that like you've hit some buzzwords like the toxins, and we've got nourishment. So those to me are on very opposite sides. When you work with people, are you really focused on just one side or the other, like detoxifying versus nourishment? Or is it, I mean...
It's a whole.
It's a whole.
It's just part of the protocol. And I'm working with the autoimmune protocol, which is a healing protocol.
Autoimmune protocols. Now, am I
AIP.
right? Am I incorrect when I say, as I've heard, most of the autoimmune issues actually revolve around inflammation?
Yeah.
So inflammation, like, do we have to worry about toxins and nourishment if we can just get rid of inflammation? Or are they all kind of connected?
Everything is interconnected anyway.
She knows all of this stuff.
Then inflammation is due to food that are not nourishing enough.
Okay.
It's due to environmental toxins. It's due to stress that build up inflammation as well. It can be due to emotional trauma.
Uh-huh.
If in your life you had like physical or emotional trauma.
Right.
It could be due to surgery. That is a physical trauma too.
So inflammation comes from a lot of places.
Yeah. And then it's really working on all those paths and try to understand how to manage those different pillars that make a healing journey really going into an anti-inflammatory state in a way.
So when you're working with somebody, you're not just saying, okay, we got to get your food right? It's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that. Usually I like to work on the food as a first step.
Sure.
Because it started with, and you start with nutrients.
Okay.
And then you start to flood your body with nutrients. And when you do that, you realize that, I'm sleeping better. I'm more resilient to stress.
I'm not cracking so much when I bend my joints.
That much pain.
Okay.
Then starting with that. And then you troubleshoot a little after saying, what can you do more than food to manage your stress better? Or can you do more than food to prepare you better to sleep?
But that's not like, on Monday we work on nourishment, and on Tuesday we work on that. No, so there's a process.
It's a process, and we don't want to overwhelm people either. Then it's not like I'm not jumping on them and provide them everything at the same time.
Oh, good.
It's just I'm starting where they are first, and then I'm providing all the information about what is best to eat, into that anti-inflammatory protocol.
Sure.
And then we work on what do you think would be your next priority? Do you feel more stressed or do you need more sleep?
You don't make those decisions in advance for them?
No, it will be personalized from one person to another because we are all different. Then we will really work together depending on the priorities of each of the clients.
So how long do you typically work with your clients?
Usually it's 3 to 6 months.
Okay. 3 to 6 months. I was sick for like 12 years.
Yeah, but it's
3 to 6 months sounds amazing.
3 to 6 months is really to build the basis and be able to maintain that new lifestyle.
I love that.
On a longer period of time, and then I'm helping them getting the resources, getting them to understand how to take control of their health and be advocate about themselves.
Understand how their bodies work so they're not...
how their body works, be advocate for their health with their doctors, and be able to do it on their own and not necessarily need me, and then they can come back to me if they need a reset or if they have like other questions.
This is why I love her. I'm so glad she's here with us.
Thank you.
This is so exciting. Ludy, I mean, is there one thing that comes up consistently with people that you feel like with all of your clients you've had to say? I know for me there are times when I'm just like, here's just one thing that everyone needs to know. Is there one thing that you would want to share? I mean, I've got like...
you have to trust yourself.
Oh. And for any of us who have been really sick and trusted doctors and just stopped trusting everybody, this is huge. Trust yourself.
Yeah, trust yourself. You are able to do it. It seems really hard at the beginning when you have to change your diet, change your lifestyle.
Oh, and change is such a scary word for people.
Eat differently than others and be able to still enjoy your life and go out and eat with friends. And that is really hard when you change your lifestyle. That is different than the norm. That in a protocol that should be the norm at the end.
Right.
And eating nutrients should be the norm.
Well, and feeling better should be the norm.
And then
sleeping well and not having random anxiety attacks.
And understand that when you feel bad, it's not normal.
Yeah.
What doctors say that, it's age, and then it's normal. You are tired, you are stressed. No, it's not normal. You can feel better.
Yeah.
By getting the right nutrient to your body, and your body will heal and will repair and
And I saw what you brought in when you came into my office. That's totally AIP, and it looked amazing. Amazing. Like, that is an anti-inflammatory. There were berries, there was meat. Like, this is, I think there's one thing that I get a lot when I'm working with people who are trying to change their lifestyles and trying to do this thing. We always think I'm depriving myself of something, but it's not deprivation.
It's totally not deprivation.
That looked incredible. I mean, that I would throw out my burger for that in a heartbeat, which I haven't had a burger with a bun in God knows how long.
Me neither.
But I feel really good.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So delicious.
I'm so glad that you came in today to do this with me.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm so glad you're here. So, again, this is Dr. Ludy Menten with Healthy with Ludy. We're going to have her link so that you can connect with her. And, of course, if you've come to this video, it's because somebody's already recommended her. So now you get to know a little bit more about her. Thanks for watching our video, and thanks for being here with us today. Yay! And now we'll say bye-bye. Bye.